Authentic reality check, going deep within. It's a matter of the heart. What we're doing is searching within and mining the inner dimensions. That's what authentic reality check is all about. Discovering the treasures that empower your life now. You are living in the now. You are connected to source in the now. You have the power and the ability to move forward in a positive, abundant light, and to clear all those things that have been limiting to you in this life. The main thing that you will find, the illusion of separation. The illusion of separation causes there to be a very stony area in the heart. It is a heart matter. It's one of the main heart matters, is the illusion of separation that we have accepted. As you go into designing and looking within and removing, you're going to find that you have facets like a diamond. You're very precious inside, and you have all the tools you need already to build your life, to build this world, to build all that you are connected to. But it comes with getting away from the illusion and to no longer agree with those things that do not agree with you in the now. If you're looking at your heart, many times we sort of dedicated to a spot of just being something that pumps blood. But Source Creator, who created each and every one of us, made a unique system that is absolutely not only just physical, but it's spiritual and it's mental. The heart does communicate with your brain, left brain, right brain, and the midbrain region 3 times more than the brain communicates with the heart. So it's very important in all that we do, and it does hold memories. It does hold anything that we hold inside. It also is aware of totally. Heart focus. Your heart is a very important component of your spiritual health. There's no way you could block off and say, well, I'm just going to look at this from this point of view or that. Everything is held. It is examined by your heart. Authentic reality check is all about going deep within and aligning you for your pure connection to source. We always go deep before we go upward. Many times you don't grasp the message because you're trying to bypass a necessary operation. It's like you're sweeping things under the rug. Well, that's a little thing. If it is brought to your memory and your attention, it means it needs to be dealt with. It needs to be examined, and it needs to be moved out of the way so that you can continue to grow, learn, and have a clear frequency of receiving. You won't be dependent upon someone else. You will understand and know those who are co-creators like you, and you will also be able to see when there are things in you that are quite off. You are the creator of you. You are the creator of your atmosphere because you are what? A co-creator from Source, the one who created all things. So clearing your system first and then receiving guidance in the now. Remember, Source is always speaking. Are you always listening? Main thing about examination is that you have to allow yourself to recall. Not just choose any memories that you would like. Whatever comes up when you have asked and you search and go within your sacred sanctuary, you allow that to come up. And if it's things that are negative, what it is saying to you, examine it from a point of sacred neutral. You are not to relive it. You are to see the pain. You are to understand what happened, look at it, and then release it. Don't hold on to it. It's saying, release me. That is something that's holding the space of your energetic frequency that you do not need. It's like having rocks next to diamonds. You don't need the rocks, you need the diamonds to shine. You need your powers and your abilities to become very evident and be the central point of everything you do, see, and feel. That's when you will begin to rise and ascend in your mindset and your lifestyle and discover who you really are, because you are an authentic being from an authentic creator. So let's be 100% authentic and learn how to release and let go. Here's a diagram from the Heart Math Institute showing your rhythm pattern. This is just an example, and I've seen many different ones. What you're like when your heart rate is like when you're frustrated. That's a very negative vibration. That's a very negative frequency that can actually open your body and your cells up to receive certain sicknesses and disease. This diagram at the bottom shows the heart rate with appreciation. When you sit up and think about things you appreciate, do you see the difference? So it's very important to pay attention to your cues, the scenarios that you play out in life. What causes frustration? What caused anger? What or whom do you appreciate? Express your appreciation. Recalling things you love, things you enjoy, are very good for your overall health. Let's look at your brain and your body. Each person has a frequency or a vibe. And a lot of times you know that in your day-to-day life, whether it's working or being around people or out in nature, you can feel different vibrations from different people. Your vibration does go out consistently. That's what they look for on all medical tests. How are things going? They can tell if you're healthy or not simply by the frequency. The brain wave actually is connected to all things. So let's look up here to the right in the corner at the midbrain activation. The left brain, the right brain, you know, but the midbrain is the part that connects to the chakras, the third eye, the hypothalamus gland, and the pineal, everything that is your spiritual center that you were born with, that is yours to expand and acknowledge and grow. You're to get better at this. Heart feeling. As I said again, it's a matter of your heart. When you do things from your head or just a perfunctory nod, yeah, I'll do that. If it isn't from the heart, it isn't totally and completely sincere. Everything you do, even on your job, you are lending all of yourself to this project. You're lending yourself. You're doing it with equity, with integrity, with great ethical behavior, and from a place of love. When you put all that you are into what you do, that's your signature. That's your frequency. So you always want to leave the very best. Now let's talk about all the chakras and all physical systems that interact with your heart. Develop intentional heart feelings daily. Every day. Take the time and think of it as resetting your inner dimensions. Focus on that which is good and beneficial always causes a shift in the vibrational frequency that are released into the cosmos. This is your personal calling card. You create your atmosphere from your heart frequency because you draw to you. If you're all about negativity, guess what you're going to get? It boomerangs back. Awareness. Being totally aware is cognition. It's recognizing. It's understanding. It is examining. Choosing that which is beneficial and good and removing, revoking those things that are not. That's what we do at Authentic Reality Check, making you 100% authentic. Not throwing some modality on you and expecting for you to place it on top of the rocks. You'll have limited success, if any at all. Going inward first is very important. Barriers and boundaries. Yes, no, and when. You have to know the barriers. You have to know what the boundaries are within yourself before you can accept and say, yes, I will, or no, I want, or this is something that needs to move. But it all comes down to being authentic. What is authenticity? Truth within yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to others. Be authentic. You are who you are. You are being and becoming authentic. Why? Because you were created authentic. But we've all followed these illusions and used other things as our main focus. When you focus on you and align yourself in the way that you should, you will be sure and sincere about everything you do, how you express yourself, and where you go. Authentic reality check is all about getting your passions, your perceptions, your purpose, and your precision 100%, so that you can go forth fully engaged and know that what you're doing is exactly what needs to be done in the now. You're not trying to bring up canned corn from 85 and use that as a compass in 2017. That's not the case. If the source who created you is always present and always in the moment and always creating in the present and always causing your atmosphere to be in the present, so should you. You should be on the money in what your passions are. You should be on the money in how you perceive things, your perception. You should become clear about your purpose, and all this should be done with precision, not faltering and waiting and holding. You won't do that when you exactly know who you are and what you are to do. Then we go into personalized. It isn't about you becoming a twin of anyone else. Yes, we are all co-creators on the planet, and we do all stand together as we grow and learn. But individually, you have an authentic blueprint. It's personalized for you. It's a prescription for your wholeness, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and all the gifts, and I say that with an S, more than one, and all your purposes that you were created to be on the earth in the now are locked inside of you. You are whole. As I said before, you are being and becoming authentic. That should be your mantra to yourself. I am being and I am becoming authentic. Authenticity is remaining present in the flow. In what flow? The flow of the knowledge that's coming forth to you, the flow of the information that's leading and guiding, the flow that allows you to always give yourself permission to release those things that do not serve you in the now. Don't hold on to things unnecessarily. You are placing blockages in your heart, in your spiritual flow when you do that. And that is self-inflicted termination. Holding yourself back. No one else is responsible for you but you, because you're a co-creator and you have the power within. Let's become precise and develop that and put the love into everything. The basis of authentic power and truth is infinite love. Then we can go forth continually joining others as co-creators and co-contributors in the now. Moving forward, knowing you'll always have present confidence, present ability, present abundance, remaining immersed in the flow of infinite love of Source. Making your contribution as co-creator, you are the spark of universal change. You are where you really need to be. You are not out of place. You're not displaced. You're not lost. You're not thinking of where you should be in the past. The past is the past. The present is the present. Remember, it's all about your habits daily, giving you these things that you can use that actually bring some substance to who you are. You be more defined in who you are as a person, what you possess and what you're growing in, and you get rid of everything else that's limiting, despite if it was handed down through family or those that you hold in the highest esteem. Remember, there are great expectations of you. You had an invitation to be here and you accept it. You are the spark of universal change. Come to Authentic Reality, give me your comments, your questions, and we'll be happy to answer them. Namaste.